Hi, I'm Tim, and this is my book review of Poor Unfortunate Soul by Serena Valentino, the third book in the Disney Villains series. So let me just read the blurb for you. How did the sea witch Ursula become so twisted and filled with anger and hatred? Determined to be with her new love, Ariel makes a dangerous deal with Ursula. Will the cost of losing her enchanting voice and nearly her soul prove too high for Ariel, or will the power of good prevail? Losing, then finding one's voice, is at the heart of the classic story of The Little Mermaid. This was published in 2018, and you've got Ursula on the front and then Vanessa on the back. Um, so in terms of concept, having stories that are the villain's perspective, I think is always interesting. Disney villains are fantastic. Ursula is amazing, like Two-Face from Batman. Um, and but this was really poorly executed. Even the blurb. So there's like three sections, and only one of them is about Ursula, and I think that actually sums up this story really well. Um, that this isn't about Ursula. About a third of this is about Ursula. The rest of it is about these characters that the author created called the Odd Sisters, who were in the previous two and were kind of starting to tie things together. I would say they were a bit like Nick Fury in Phase One of the Avengers, the Marvel movies. You know, they would turn up but not really affect the plot, but be there. While this is their a third of the plot, and the other third of the plot is another character who was previously engaged to the Beast, called Princess Tulip, and I didn't enjoy any of it. Um, I found the Odd Sisters are strange caricatures of the Macbeth witches. You know, they cackle, they talk in rhyme constantly. In this book, they start not talking in rhyme, and they find it really strange. And then the princess character, I don't care about at all. And nothing in this makes me care about it. One thing is this book is very short. It's under 200 pages, and just looking at its very big text and very lots of white space. So this is a really short book, and I think it suffers for it because there's just not enough Ursula. Literally, about a third of this is about Ursula. Um, we don't really get a ton of information about her life before. We do get a bit of her in Triton. That's interesting. But she's just bad. She just is. She's bad because she's angry. She's angry because she's bad. That's all we get. Um, yeah, that's all we get. We don't even there is a reveal. I wouldn't call it a twist because you don't care about it, but there is a reveal about something that the Odd Sisters are looking for. And you realize, and then the characters realize, and they're like, "Oh wow!" And I'm like, "I don't. This wasn't led to in any way from Ursula's perspective. You know, this book's meant to be from Ursula's perspective, um, and we didn't know about it. Even the finale, spoilers for the Little Mermaid film, where she gets killed by a big sea ship and she turns into a giant monster. Really cool in the film. We don't get this. We don't get that from Ursula's point of view. We get that from the Odd Sisters' point of view watching it. We're a degree removed from it. Another big bit about Ursula's backstory. We don't experience it. We get it told to us by Ursula as if she's telling the Odd Sisters. I think in this the the author is trying to build their own universe with the Odd Sisters connecting and with things coming in from other books and coming in, you know. And I haven't read the previous two of these books for like 5+ years, um, so maybe that's the problem. But it's got us on the cover. It's called Poor Unfortunate Soul, and it's not that. So I gave this book 1 star. For me, I think it completely missed the point. So yeah, there we go.